My roommate put extra fries on my plate and said, "Eat something before you disappear completely." I stared at Katie, then at the fries she'd just snuck onto my plate while I wasn't looking. And even though I've heard every version of "you need to eat more" since I was 10, I thanked her anyway for making sure I don't blow away. Because finding this friend group 3 months into college felt like finally breathing. They adopted me instantly, Katie pulling me into their booth at the dining hall, Sophie looping her arm through mine at parties. At every party, they'd joke I was their pocket-sized friend. Katie makes comments like, "Eat a burger, skinny," whenever we go out. For months, it was relentless but weirdly affectionate. "You're gonna blow away. Real women have curves. Bones are for dogs." Every meal was commentary. "How are you full already? Must be nice to eat whatever you want." Luke from their guy friend group literally picked me up with one arm once just to prove he could, but it felt like belonging, like finally having friends who cared enough to tease me. Besides, bringing up my celiac seemed dramatic. I'd rather take the skinny jokes than be the friend who needs special accommodations. Then 3 weeks ago, something shifted. The comments stopped. No more "eat a burger" jokes, no more grabbing my wrists. Instead, they got weird, careful, like they were walking on eggshells. Katie started buying extra snacks for the room, casually leaving them on my desk. Sophie stopped making the metabolism jokes, replaced with random compliments about my personality. Olivia began suggesting restaurants with lots of options when we went out. Thursday night, I'm coming back early from Biolab, and I hear them through the door. Our whole crew is in there. Katie, Sophie, Olivia, Jade, Madison. They never hang without me. Saturday at the pregame, before everyone else shows up, Katie's saying, "We have to be supportive but direct." The signs were all there, Jade says. She never finishes meals, goes to the bathroom right after eating. She's losing weight. My heart stops. They think I'm doing this on purpose? Madison adds something about nutrition labels and restrictive behavior. Katie's voice gets soft, talking about doing this with love. They're planning an intervention for me. I text Sam from home about what I just heard. She asks what they could possibly be staging an intervention for, and when I tell her they think I'm making myself sick, she points out the obvious. It's because of my celiac disease. But they don't know about that. She tells me to just tell them, but I have a better idea. I'm going to make a point. Saturday arrives. I've been at the library all day, giving them time to set up. At 5:45, I hit up the only gluten-free place in town and order everything. 3 pizzas, garlic bread, brownies. At 6 p.m., I walk in with my Hall Plus vodka. My friends are arranged in our common room in a suspicious circle. Katie's in the middle looking nervous. Sophie has tissues ready. Olivia's holding printed WebMD articles. "Hey babes, ready to pregame? I brought pizza." The confusion is instant. I start unpacking, opening the first box. "We wanted to talk first," Katie says carefully. "Sure." I grab a slice, taking a huge bite. "What's up?" They exchange looks. Sophie takes a breath. "We're worried about you." "Oh my god, me too," I say, grabbing a second slice. "Do you know how hard freshman year is when you can't eat anything on campus?" "What?" Olivia says. "Yeah, turns out when you have celiac disease, eating gluten makes your immune system attack your intestines. Fun fact." I'm demolishing the pizza now. "All those times you told me to eat a burger, I literally couldn't. I'd be hospitalized." Katie's mouth falls open. "Celiac? Those bathroom trips you're tracking? That's after someone contaminated my food with gluten. Or when the dining hall mixes up spoons. Or when Tyler put beer in my juice as a joke." "But you're so thin," Sophie whispers. "Yeah, because the only thing that won't literally poison me is like carrots and rice. Super cool diet." I pour a shot. "I actually never stop eating. Ask my mom about her grocery bills." "Why didn't you tell us?" Madison asks quietly. "Because the last friend group I told said I was faking it for attention. Called me trendy. So I just didn't tell you. I was so happy to finally have friends." "We thought you were," Katie starts, "doing it to yourself." "I know. I heard you Thursday. I look at the WebMD printouts. You were planning an intervention." The room goes silent except for me eating. Olivia starts connecting the dots out loud. The bathroom trips were from gluten making me sick. The nutrition label checking was looking for hidden gluten. Me not finishing meals was because they weren't safe to eat. Each realization hits them harder. Katie starts crying. "We made jokes about you being skinny while you were suffering." "Oh no, I've always been this small. That's just genetics." I laugh. "The celiac disease just means I can't eat your food. You weren't making fun of a sick person. You were just shitting on a small person." Sophie wraps me in a hug and says, "We're such assholes." "Yeah, but you're my assholes who staged an intervention because you cared."